Hi, I'm Ben Thompson, Assistant Men's Basketball Coach at UNC Pembroke. You're watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and today on the show we're going to be talking track and field with head coach Gary Aycock, and on the second half we're going to meet up with head golf coach David Synan. But first, we're joined by Coach Aycock. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Even though UNCP does not have a championship indoor season, your team still competes in a few indoor meets prior to beginning the outdoor season. What are some of the positives that you took from the indoor portion of your schedule, and what were some of the better performances you saw?
Well, the indoor season for us, it gives us a chance to have those athletes that have prepared in the off season, a chance for an early taste of competition. Again, it gives us an opportunity. Also gives us an opportunity to assess fitness gains or losses, or strength gains or losses from what we've done in our off season. Particularly impressed with just about every event group with the track and field program. Had some school records broken early at Tar Heel and then USC, and again, it just shows it proves what we're doing is working in the off season. So when it comes to the championship races, we'll be prepared. Ariana Jones breaking the school record twice at the Tar Heel opener and then at USC was huge for us. As a freshman, she's really going to be an impact player for us when it comes to conference scoring, because we're currently training her as a multi-athlete for the conference championships, and I think she has a good shot at qualifying nationally. On the men's side, again, solid performances across the event groups, and scoring is going to be fairly consistent with what we did last year, and just hopes to have a run at the conference championships there at the end.
Well, with the outdoor season right around the corner, what are some of the goals you've set for your team? Who have you identified as your leaders, and who will be some of the athletes to watch?
Well, when I took over the track and field program, I knew that we had to change the culture and change what we'd been doing as far as our approach to academics, to our involvement within the community, and our performances on the track. So again, the championship approach is the key term that I'm using throughout our season this year, and again, trying to boost the team GPAs, maintain our level of competitiveness within the Peach Belt, and again, being constructive members of the community, whether that be the campus community or where the athletes are from. But again, we have some returners that were key players for us last year on the men's and women's team, and expect them to continue doing what they're doing and be better this year, and just be leaders to the freshmen that have come in that will no doubt score well at the conference championships.
Well, you brought in two new assistant coaches in Darian Barr as well as Steve Carney, while also returning Bruce Strickland and AJ Davis from last season. Most people don't understand how big of a role assistant coaches play in your operation, but how valuable have those coaches been to your program, not only during cross-country season, but also as we move forward into track season?
Well, I think I have one of the best coaching staffs in the country in D2. In bringing in Steve Carney, who was a instrumental player back in the late 70s, early 80s, and I call the glory days of UNCP track and field and cross country. He comes with 30 years experience at one of the best high school programs in the state of Arizona. Came here to help with the cross country programs, and mid distance has been huge as far as helping me out cover cross country and track. Darian Barr, I think one of the best jumps coaches in the country, has come in and really changed the face of what we're doing as far as the field events. The kids are really buying into what he's doing with their training, and they're going to score extremely well at the conference level and hopefully the national championships. Coach Strickland with sprints continues to do a great job working with our athletes in the short and long sprints, and then Coach Davis with the throws. Now that we have a beefed up throws program, we're going to expect big things out of that event group. And then we have grad assistant. I want to mention Matt Thompson, who is a GA for us and a multi-athlete who is heading up our strength and conditioning, which I think is what we do behind the scenes is going to make the difference when the gun goes off.
Well, you talked about this already a little bit, but freshman Ariana Jones broke the 60-meter hurdles record in the opening meet of the season, and then gave UNCP fans another hurrah by dropping more than a second off the 55-meter hurdle school record in the second meet of the year. Can you talk a little bit more about her performance and what this means to the future of your program?
Well, Ariana Jones, being a local athlete at Scotland High School in Laurinburg, North Carolina, has extremely impressed from day one on campus. She has great grades. She works as hard as anyone. She takes that championship approach that we're trying to impress upon the student athletes. And again, everything she does, she tries to be her best. She enjoys working with Coach Barr. We expect her to potentially be a national qualifier, not only in the multis, but at several other events. Again, it's what she does at practice that lends to the record-breaking performances when we hit the track.
All right, well, we're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking track and field with head coach Gary Aycock, so stay tuned.
At the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, our student athletes find balance between their academic and athletic activities. With graduation rates higher than the national average, our athletes excel in academics and have won the Peach Belt Conference President's Academic Award twice in the last 4 years. Since 2009, 43 athletes have been named NCAA All-Americans, and last year, 40 made All-Conference. Catch their winning spirit and support the Braves.